smoke again is what people feel. But what will we see?
Rush A. Can we rush A most of the game?
That's what I do. When I'm playing there, I just jump peek like that.
So,
I like it.
Quick reference to people, because we're going to see a lot of A rushes. The T's side timing to A is really, really, really fast. You beat the CTs, and you can get it. That's actually a gap in that smoke, but you can get the bomb down straight away with 2 smokes. There's a few spots you can plant. One of which behind those blue crates on the left there. They're really, really bright blue ones, and that's basically what happens just constantly. So what has been done in some of the Vertigo games I've seen is you, as a CT, throw smokes ahead of the T smokes so that when they fall back, there's a wall of smokes for you to defuse.
That's an interesting bomb plant position. Look at all the spam. Now, you guys need Bardolph grenades. That's what I'm going to say.
Welcome to Vertigo. Welcome to Vertigo.
Welcome to Vertigo.
Defuses and smokes. That's going to happen a lot, by the way.
All right, so again at this point, well, we've got a flash execute from the Virtus.Pro, so we'll talk about it more later. Jame with some spam, but nothing doing just yet. Miki's got himself 2 kills, but there's no cover for the actual bomb plant. But it's a risk for SNATCHIE to keep going back. This balcony area can be very useful as well. Absolute carnage, more Molotovs. SNATCHIE going through the mollies. Bomb can't get stopped from getting planted. And we're down to a 1 versus 2. Absolute war of attrition, which probably favors the T's long term. Buster will create some space with that smoke, but again, I think if you know the one that goes on the balcony, that's exactly where Virtus.Pro are basically standing. Trying to invite the spray and looking to punish it. But so you see, the economy will certainly help develop that into a better situation. I think if, in terms of pushing the ramp area as a CT, regardless of the spawn, I think this yellow top on the left is a really difficult situation because it's such a long area where a T can be hiding behind, and you can't clear that
and
without exposing yourself to
different levels. So it's like you can't just aim at a common spot because they could go top, they could go lower.
Yeah, and it's so long, and you're so exposed to everything else. But then maybe that's partly the point, and you're not supposed to go that far. So again, trying to figure out the intentions in the design of the map is quite interesting. Avangar flanked, exposed, eliminated by the likes of Snacks.
This seems like a map for Snacks.
Virtus.Pro are always going to be leaving maps like that in, and with the Avangar, they are a team that have a pretty good map pool already, and it is a map that I think suits their play style or their strengths. As I would also imagine this to be a fantastic map for ENCE for similar reasons. And as you were talking before, good spacing, good team play, very decisive, move quickly together, good utility usage. And there's less focus around snipers on this map as well.
Yeah. And
a lot of the sort of teams with superstars, often one of the superstars will be one of the snipers. So it's a harder map for you as a sniper. So I feel like this is a good map for them to sort of hone, and I wouldn't be surprised if they've been working on it already from the beginning.
They've played it once in the officials so far. Virtus.Pro played it 3 times, won 1 of those 3 matches. There's bomb plant. No HE at this point. You could just bounce the HE off this right wooden panel, or you could run throw and bounce off the other side for like a really aggressive, super deep 50-ish HP grenade. And you can see they're all around that wooden plank. If you dropped a smoke there, honestly, I don't think they'd even know what to do. I don't know that I haven't seen anyone do that just yet, so I do wonder how that would play out. If you put a smoke there, and I mean, it's an ideal world. Like, how do you hold on to utility in this scenario? We saw the executes from Virtus.Pro. If you don't smoke the site, then they're going to have their own flash plays and just go through and try and clear out some of the back. I wonder if that's literally my smoke he just threw, but either way, it's forced Virtus.Pro more into the open, and they might just have a chance now. Buster going for the default, but the spray is surely going to be too simple. Running onto the side, there's one taken out. It's going to be so close. Beautiful play. Is there time? He deserves it. A 4K from Shane. What a hero. Then what are you going to do? Go through smokes with it? Because if you have to use it post-plant, when they move back to the ramp, then how are you going to use? How is the shotgun going to be effective?
Into where they go, splitting through mids and the ramp. absolute madness with all the flames, all the smoke.
All the dreams crushed.
I have a molly for that plant spot.
5 seconds from spawn.
Yeah.
25 seconds on the clock. Speaking of time, we have 3 smokes being held onto by Avangar and Molotov on James. So if the bomb does go towards A, look how much little time there is. This is very interesting. Sanji's has been taken out. The fake has been served towards the B bomb site, and now the bomb is alone, winning a very important duel, going for that default bomb plant. Kika holding an angle. He's alone, and Veggie jumps up. Oh my god! Does he go for the hero defuse? He has a kit. He hears one player's close already, and oh, it's SNATCHIE with the crouch peek. I don't know if he would have had time to defuse it, really. So if you saw a smoke execute on the site, then I'd fall back and hold on to my utility for the retake. And there is some here, but Virtus.Pro are charging through, so they're not content with going for the smoke plant. They're looking to eliminate and weaken, maim Avangar. They've done that. They've got a man advantage as a bomb gets planted, and that's taken a lot of utility away. If you die, you drop 1 grenade. A lot of these players had multiple. Snacks should be heard by Buster. That might just waste some time. Maybe he wasn't. No, he was. But looking the wrong way. Now Fitch with 7 HP. Chasing him far away enough that he can try and go for... Oh my God. So close. That's brutal. Snacks knows his mollies. Fitch one had as well. Deliberately, Sanji closes the door. That's a pain for Veggie. Forces him forward into a different choke point, which is guarded on both sides by the CTs. Poking forward. There's one looking for the trade fragger. Now creeping back towards the door, as is James. Surely he's got the sound cues. Really rough for both sides. Sanji takes Veggie out from the back, and SNATCHIE scopes in. 15 seconds, got to commit to the bomb plant. Sanji's got a molly. As you know, the molly from there for the default spot. James almost gets taken out. There will be some revenge. 6 rounds for Avangar. Will that be enough on their CT side of Vertigo? Find out after the break. To control, and you can see they've just jumped through the smoke in that regard. SNATCHIE here, but it's hard to avoid being traded. Eking forward slowly but surely Avangar. There's no one to trade for James. No double peek. Still on the ramp, and they're just running into SNATCHIE. Not maybe the best approach. Looking for a flick. 2 players here now. 30 seconds falls to the flames. There's still a man advantage though for Virtus.Pro, but they've got practically no grenades. There was a molly on Okalicious. He's fallen now, so they can't stop the plant. There was an opportunity because it wasn't covered, the plant from a molly. Mihu charging through. Hero of the hour maybe. Fitch has got to go by elimination. Molly on the site, molly on the bomb. 11 seconds is a flank from the ramp, and Mihu will hold down the bomb site itself. Smokes deployed up. There's the pop flash plate. Veggie looks hungry for it. And there is that smoke towards the balcony just to delay them. I think Mihu spotted a second player. So forward plays here from Virtus.Pro. Some good timing on both sides of the map. And Mihu's just winning duels for days in his position. That leaves Kikert alone. So the timing's worked very well for Virtus.Pro on both sides of the map. I love that forward smoke.
Fall back and be completely safe and expectant of where the CT will come from. He can only come from one place. So pretty easy here for Avangar to hold these positions. Malicious perhaps faking that he's running away. And indeed, they've actually bought it. He could maybe have gone for... Did they hit? They've got to hear this. No. Oh, what? How do they not hear that?
Oh my goodness. What just happened?
How do they not hear that?
Surprise. If it's possible, then SNATCHIE will certainly be in that conversation. So we've got the grenades being deployed towards the A bomb site now. There's a fair amount of utility being held onto by Virtus.Pro, and they definitely need to hold on to it for the retake. You can see Okalicious is trying to create some space before the bomb goes down, but what can you really do with that? What is the plan? We've got a flank from Snacks on the way, but he'll be a while. We still have a lurking Buster, and there's another player taken out. Now they fall back into usual positions, but 2 versus 5. Buster eliminated. That's going to be a tall order.
Well, it's going to be very difficult to see a way for them to get in even against 2 players if James hits the first shots. But he doesn't hit the first shot. It's the second one though, and his teammate was unable to get anything, so...
Aggression towards the A bomb site. He can only be so aggressive. Eventually he'll have to fall back. They're holding on to plenty of utility Virtus.Pro at this point, but for how long?
Yeah, it's crazy on how on other maps, as a CTs, you get to play maybe 2 or 3 spots with an AWP before you're forced back onto a bomb site. But here it's like, maybe you get slightly in front of the site, one flash, you're behind the site now. It's tough. It's a tough life. And once again, even though it's 4v4, Avangar have position on A. So we'll see if they can hold on to it once more and close the match. We'll take down Mihu, so that improves their odds significantly. And they have shown that they know all the lineups as well, through the big wooden panel. Flank attempt here from Snacks is again, it's pretty difficult to play against this forklift area. I think UMP as well. Look how much time has been wasted. Maybe that's something that they should alter as well. Like makes flanks slightly more powerful. And there it is, 16-13. Avangar will take Virtus.Pro down, and they'll be through to the next rounds.
Vanguard looking